May not reflect the opinions of WBTK, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Domestic violence, grief, sexual abuse, homelessness, drug addiction, promiscuity, hope for help, depression, business are just some of the subjects discussed today on Reclaiming My Life with the author of Amazon's #1 best-selling book, Reclaiming My Life. Here's television and radio host Claudia Massey.
Hello, 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 beautiful people. Look, y'all, today is a great day to have a great day. I'm super excited, as always, to be here with you all today. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Reclaiming My Life show. Today, y'all, I have joining me award-winning actor, Mr. Joshua Farmer. Welcome to the Reclaiming My Life show, sir.
How you doing?
I am doing wonderful, wonderful. Look, I'm trying to just, hey, sit still and, not jump up and down and act crazy up in here today because you on the line with me. Yes. Look, y'all, let me tell y'all, if y'all don't know, you better find out who Mr. Joshua Farmer is. Let me tell you, baby, you killing it on Tubi, and I am loving it.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Yes, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. But look at here now. I see, that you've been in the entertainment industry since you were 13 years old. Talk to me about it.
I come from the music industry. Like I said, at 13, the music industry was definitely a fun time. Back then, it was all about, your talent, the grind, the hustle, really pleasing the people. And I just fell in love with it a long time ago. I was supposed to be doing acting first. That's how I ended up falling into music. So, yeah, I've been in it quite some time.
Wow. You know what, though? When I see you acting, it seems like it just comes natural. It doesn't even seem like you're acting,
Yeah.
You're just that good.
Yeah, I think that's the fun part for me about acting is I tell people all the time I don't act. If I feel like I have to act, then that part is not for me.
Wow.
It has to be something that once I understand the character and I feel them, I really become them, and I'm just living through them. During that process, I'm no longer thinking technique. I'm no longer thinking what I was taught. I'm only thinking what this person is thinking, and I think that's why it comes off like that because I really just try to be inside of their bodies and let them control me.
Well, baby, you doing it. You doing it. Look, now let us know, where are you from?
I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. I'm a Southern boy.
Indeed you are. That's why I had to throw that in there. Look, I love it. Look, I'm a Southern girl as well. So I was like, come on now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so look, my husband's mistress.
Yes.
Wow. Now look, y'all, I'm going to tell y'all, I'm going to blow this up because when I tell you, y'all got to see this, my husband's mistress, talk to us about, first of all, how did you even get into acting and into the entertainment industry? Tell us that.
Well, the way I got into acting is I was coming out of the music industry. I was kind of like, it's just time to make a change. Like I said, it stopped being about the art and it started being about so many other things, and it just didn't fit with what I wanted anymore. And I never forget, I was just at the gym working out and ran into a couple of people. And the first thing they was like, they started talking about the music, then we transitioned to them doing movies. And the first thing they was like, why you not doing movies? I'm like, man, I would love to. I mean, I just got to get the right opportunity to figure out what's going on. And they offered me a role because somebody had dropped out like that Tuesday and they was filming Saturday. So they sent me the script, and once I got it and showed up to set and did what I was supposed to do, it didn't stop. It started in 23 and it's been rolling ever since. So it was just like God put me at the right place, right time, because He knew what I always wanted, and He said it right there for me, and I was just prepared for it.
Wow. Patience, trusting God,
Yeah,
having faith. Come on.
100%.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I love
Mhm.
that. I love it. You know, this is the Reclaiming My Life show, and I wanted to talk about my husband's mistress,
Okay.
because you said that you really put yourself into the characters, right?
Yes.
And what you do. I see that. And I just want to make a point in this movie because I don't want to give too much because, I know everybody's getting excited and, they're going to run to Tubi now. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to give too much of it, but, tell me your thoughts on, because when we think about marriage and, how, we may hear sometimes people say, oh, you disrespecting my marriage. But, sometimes I always say nobody can disrespect your marriage. We give people permission to
Yeah.
disrespect our marriage. So,
So,
what were your thoughts, concerning this movie a little bit without giving too much of it? You see how I'm hesitating. I'm trying, y'all. Y'all better go ahead on and watch it.
yeah, I played the character Amari, and it fitted some of my lifestyle because I come from the music industry, and he was a music artist, label owner, whatever. So basically, just to kind of sum it up, Amara was kind of like, it is what it is, married, dating, that's on you. I'm gonna throw the hook out there. If he
Mm-hmm.
catch a fish, then it's coming on back on to the boat. That's just how he feels. And for her, she was unhappy. She was younger than her husband. Her husband kind of, was kind of neglecting her in a sort,
Mm-hmm.
kind of taking her kindness for weakness. And he was kind of playing ball in another park as well,
Mm-hmm.
so she kind of just, just like, forget it. Let me test this out. I've been living too clean, too good. Let me get bad for a second. And here go Amari, to give her that devil on the other shoulder.
Okay. Look, I thought you was about to say something else. Give us something else. I was about to say, oh,
Well,
hold up.
now, I'm gonna let them watch it.
I was like, hold
No,
up.
he just gave a little temptation over here. She had been looking over here, but then here he comes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all, you know what though? This is real life, and sadly and unfortunately, I'm hearing more and more, normally we would hear like, when a person's having an affair, hey, you get separated, you're gonna argue, you're gonna this and that. But now you hearing people shooting, people ready to kill,
Hmm. Yeah.
So look, we got to stop playing, around with people's feelings.
Yeah.
Um, because hey, it ain't like how it was back in the day.
No. No.
Right, right. Come on, two times too many, and that might be what they be saying. Two times too many. Look, y'all, that's another
Yeah.
movie Mr. Farmer is in on
Yes.
Tubi. Two times too
Too
many.
many.
And
Yeah.
and look, I'm starting to see a pattern here. They picking them out. They got the right one to play these movies, okay? I'm loving it. So talk to us about two times too many.
Two times too many is just, it's one of those things where trying to spice things up to keep it alive kind of doesn't work out in neither one of those characters' favor.
Mm-hmm.
He was kind of more so into work, kind of not being the best husband he could be. She kind of just into herself, not really understanding what he's going through. So she's moving around through her old past on her end.
Mm-hmm.
And, sometimes that closet opened up and you look in it and both of y'all in it at the same time.
Come
So,
on now. You're a storyteller too. I like that. I like that. Look, y'all, married folks especially, y'all better tune in and see what's up. I'm
yeah.
telling you, and see the
Yeah.
endings of these things
And this,
now.
and I want to say about two times two men, this stuff is based. A lot of people like, what? Y'all just be doing stuff, and it's like, no. If you go do your Google search and your research, you will see that this stuff happens more often than you think.
Absolutely.
So with Tubi Black Storytelling, we're able to tell stories of really what's going on in our community.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's really happening. You might have never noticed or seen it, or just it was kept quiet. But if you do your research, you will see a lot of this stuff is going on. I'm talking about from all those stories. These are not just super made up stories. It's a lot of truths and a lot of the storytelling.
Oh yes, I can attest to it. I know several people,
Yeah.
that I've seen as far as both of these movies, and that's what exactly what I'm saying. When I say, hey, people shooting now,
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about from the cities, little small cities, look, where
Yes.
I come from and all. So, people just aren't playing anymore. These are real life issues here,
Yes. Yes.
So that's why, I say, hey, I got to bring Mr. Farmer on reclaiming my life because, let's bring some light to these movies because people are
Yeah.
really faced with these difficult challenges, and they're
Yes,
trying to
ma'am.
reclaim from these situations.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am. 100%.
Absolutely. So let me ask you on your journey, especially since you started at such a young age, what challenges have you faced that you may feel, was a setback for the setup for this great comeback, and you can say, hey, I have reclaimed my life.
I think being a Southern entertainment artist for one, and when I say that, it's like a lot of times especially like in Memphis, we're kind of like unknown. It'd be like we're known but unknown, and
Mm-hmm.
it's so much fight and struggle we have to go through to be seen. Because even the first thing when people hear, they be like, "You from Memphis?"
Mm-hmm.
And they'd be like, "Yeah, it's a lot of talented people in Memphis." Because you get such a bad rap throughout the years. So I think my thing is I've always had to be really great at understanding network marketing, branding, and touching other states and things like that to be
Mm-hmm.
seen. Because it's just kind of hard getting that attention just right here in one space. So I
Yes.
think that's most of the struggle for me is just trying to always end up in the right position, right place, being from, because Memphis is still pretty small. So,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well,
uh
do you feel that, that you've reached definitely not capacity, but you're just in a good place where you're being seen now? Or do you feel that hey, if you can still connect and help me do some things, let's do that.
well, it's both.
Mhm.
I'm enjoying the journey. I'm enjoying where God is leading me. So I would never knock it and say I'm not. So I'm in the right place at the right
Come
time.
on.
And right now it's just, him continue to drive the car. See, I'm continuing staying on the passenger side, letting him drive.
Come
So
on.
whichever direction we're going in, I know we're here in the right direction. So I'm just being patient, doing what I'm supposed to do. And I think that's the most thing that he asks of me, do what I'm supposed to do. The rest is nothing I can control. I can
Yes.
control what I supposed to. So that leaves me. I'm a nonstop networker. I'm really good at communication, being professional. So that's my strong points when it comes to trying to network across the board and to constantly be seen in the right light.
Mhm. Absolutely. You know what I love? First of all, I just heard without hearing the serenity prayer, you know. So from you, God grant me the serenity to accept the things that I can change, courage to change the things I can't, and the wisdom to know the difference. I really heard that in the words that you were just speaking. And I love that. And I feel that you are truly blessed because, like you said, you're in the passenger seat,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
you allowing God to just lead and guide you. So, we give God thanks for that, and all that He's
Yes,
doing in
ma'am.
your life. Yes, that's awesome. Awesome. Thank you
Mhm.
for that.
Now you're welcome. It's just the truth.
All right, all right. Look, now I know you have many, many more movies, and
Yeah.
those are the two
Yeah.
that I've had the opportunity to see thus far. And the next on my list is Blood Thicker Than Water,
No
which I
heart.
know
Yeah.
is a part one and part two.
And two.
Come
Yes.
on, come on. And
Yes.
I'll be checking those out this week and everything else that you're in as follows. So, look, I hear a lot of times, people saying, there ain't nothing to watch. I can't find nothing to watch. I'm telling y'all, all y'all got to do is look up Joshua Farmer. You know,
Yes. It's quite a bit.
look up Joshua Farmer. If you think it ain't nothing to look at, baby, let me tell you, he is so many movies. Luna, so what's your upcoming project or your current project that you would like for us to, focus on?
I just been blessed with a role in Angel and Demon too. Everybody know how big that movie was. I have another really big project coming out that I'm leading in. That's called Gunner King. It's gonna be a really big project for Memphis. I have another project called Love at What Cost. Me and Michael James, Sasha Love. That's gonna be crazy. And we're about to go in production for Blood Thicker Than Water 3 in a couple
Wow.
months. Yeah, so me and Diamond Star, who's in Two Times Two Minutes, I'm in one of her films that's coming up. So I got quite a bit,
Come
working
on
with
now.
working with Robert Parker, Jason Martin, or Marquino, like I said, Diamond Star Productions. Man, it's just a lot. Venture Quest. I got a lot of things. I'm just staying active, staying focused, and just continue to bring these characters to life. So it's a
Yes.
lot.
Yes. Look, I love it. I'm proud of you. I just wanted you to know, I wanted you to know that I see you, I love what you're doing. I wanted to bring you on the Reclaiming My Life show just to highlight you because, to spotlight you, because, you're doing an amazing job, and for someone who don't even know you, to just reach out and say, because sometimes, hey, we need to hear that regardless of, how,
Yes,
how good it
100%.
is. You know what I'm saying? We just want to hear somebody say, hey, I'm proud. You're doing an amazing job. I see you, you know.
Yes, ma'am.
And let me tell you, I see you. And I want y'all to run to Tubi, baby, Joshua Farmer. And I want y'all to see him too. And
It's gonna be.
sometimes he show a little bit too much, okay?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
yes,
a lot come with it. And people ask me that, I be like, I just be in the moment. I'm no longer there. I'm going through the motions,
yes.
So that's just what it be. Aaron, I
It's,
want to mention this because I left out. Nina Sachs is the director of Angel and Demon. So, like I said, blessings to her too. For trusting me with that role of real. That's gonna be a special one for sure.
wow, wow.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be watching. I'll
Hmm.
continue celebrating you and with you, So thank you so much for stopping by the Reclaiming My Life show.
You're welcome anytime.
Yes, and if you would, please let us know how we can connect with you.
Uh, I'm very into my promotion, so I'm always on Instagram. That's CAST Joshua Farmer, Cash Joshua Farmer. And my Facebook is Joshua Andre Farmer. That's with a Undrey. And if you just Google search Joshua Farmer, the actor, because it's another football player, we got the exact same name. He played for the Patriots. So some people like, you play for the Patriots. I'm like, I wish. But if you search that, a lot of my stuff come up. And like I said, I'm real active. I think one of the most interesting things I love is being able to connect with the fans daily.
Mm-hmm.
Just hearing their stories, how deep they invested into the characters and stuff. So I'm one of the ones I talk back. Long as it's respectful and it's not too much,
Mm-hmm.
I talk back, I speak back, and I really appreciate it. So the more people reach out, the more I learn, and the more it just gives me more, fuel to the fire to keep it going.
That's right. Absolutely. I love that. Very humble, very humble. And may God continue to bless you in your every endeavor and on your journey.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. And thank you again for stopping by today.
All right, I'll be seeing you soon.
You better believe it.
Yes, ma'am. All right.
Yes, look, y'all, today the Reclaiming My Life show is sponsored by Hunt Home Repairs. Y'all, if you're looking to have your home painted or plumbing, electrical, carpentry, TV, mounting, and more. And they're also offering a special right now on power washing your driveway. You can reach Hunt Home Repairs at 804-286-0760. Again, that's 804-286-0760. And if you would like your business, your services, or just your name and social media links sponsored on the Reclaiming My Life show, you can reach out to, of course, your host here, Claudia Massey, at hello@claudiamassey.com. Until next time, y'all remember, whatever you are going through, there is hope. There is hope. And I know it might sound like, oh, she sounded so happy. I'm going through. I have been through. I have been there. And I'm sounding so cheerful because I'm a witness that there is hope, that you can reclaim your life. Be blessed.
You have just heard Reclaiming My Life with life coach and author Claudia Massey. To get your copy of Amazon's #1 best-selling book, Reclaiming My Life, visit www.contactclaudiamassey.com and tune in each Monday at 12 noon for Reclaiming My Life with television and radio host Claudia Massey on WBTK 1380.